When we look back at 2025, it was a really big year. We had a move, a lot of travel, a lot of change.
Yeah, but this is not a recap video. It's really more about what this year revealed to us.
And at the end of the day, the lessons we learned were completely unexpected. Hi, I'm Cliff.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this is Closer to Happy, Storm version.
The year really started before the move. So it was downsizing, packing, deciding what we kept, what we didn't keep. We knew it was going to be emotional, but not really in the ways we expected.
What surprised us the most was what felt hard to let go of and what didn't. Some things we were sure we were going to miss turned out to barely register once they were gone.
Like, for example, for me, cookbooks. I have a lot of cookbooks, and my dearest sister came, helped me organize, and asked me the hard questions about what I needed to keep and what I did not need to keep, and forced my hand, if I'm honest, at getting rid of boxes and boxes and boxes of cookbooks. And I thought I would die. But guess what? Once I donated them, I haven't thought twice about.
We just started going out to dinner all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you actually cook all the time. And other things that we didn't think would carry much weight ended up being a bigger deal than we thought. And it really turned out that it wasn't the stuff, it was what the stuff represented. You know, it represented a moment in time when we were in our prime, or like at the height of our career days. And
in our prime, I hate that word. What does that make us now? Like subprime, post-prime? Like, what is that? I hate that word.
yeah, that's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just a different version of ourselves. We're still awesome.
Yeah, that was 1.0. We're in 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. That's a terrible term. We should come up with something else.
Letting go felt heavier than, well, I shouldn't say it felt heavier, because honestly, we knew it was going to be really heavy. But we had a long lead up to letting go, and there was a lot of grieving that happened along the way.
Yeah, grieving's a good term. That's what it was.
That was definitely grieving. But
even though we were going towards something exciting that we were creating, it still felt like, because it was such a big part of our lives and a habit, everything that we did still felt like we were grieving losing it. It's so interesting.
But there were things, for example, aside from my cookbooks, the biggest thing for us, for me personally, was letting go of our home and having someone else live there. And I really didn't think that I was going to be able to bear it. And at the end of the day, when we went back and
After we rented and we went to Europe and we came back.
we went back and saw the family that's living there, and the kids running around and the dog running around and the house being used in the way it was absolutely designed to be used. We were so happy, and I didn't have even a twinge of missing it or wishing it was me or that I was back in that house.
Yeah, me neither. I was shocked at that.
Huge lesson.
Just super happy about the house being in its prime, you know, with a new family.
I guess when you're ready to let go of something, it's a lot easier.
Then came the move, and we had all the usual expectations: freedom, excitement, anticipation of what was going to come, and the feeling of finally being on the other side of the move.
After everything we went through.
Right. And you know, being in a new place requires a heck of a lot of energy. You know, you're trying to figure out, you walk into a store, you don't know where anything is. You're not sure how to ask for things because of the language barrier. You know, even the driving we talked about in another video was like really scary at first. And ironically, now we're taking our driving test and it's really hard. So maybe I was just anticipating that.
No, I mean, we're beginners again, and that's all there is to it. Being beginners later in life comes with a really big ego hit. Things that you're ordinarily good at, like, I don't know, going to the grocery store.
Yeah, I nailed that back in the US.
So good at that. And now it's really, you know, all of it's like quite a challenge, and it becomes easier, progressively easier. I told Cliff the other day, I came back from the store and I said, Yeah, I just kind of rocked it. I think I'm like queen of that store now. They all know me, and I know where everything is, and I know how to ask for things in Spanish. And it just has been a huge shift, but it took a while. And in the beginning, it did not feel like that.
One thing we didn't expect this year is how often we'd be holding two almost opposing feelings at the same time. You know, we love to travel, we love the adventure, we love the excitement, and we love waking up in a different place all the time. And that part didn't change.
We had some great travel this year. We went to, just being in Europe, we took advantage of it. We really explored Andalusia. We still have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
We went to Paris, we went to London.
A couple times.
Went to Prague.
Which was an unexpected pleasure.
Unbelievable.
Mallorca, Ibiza.
Right? We did a coastal drive in California, spent a lot of time in Portland. So we got a lot of travel in the last year.
Even Arizona to see your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it was wonderful. But there was a really conflicting kind of pull to be here, stay in one place, put down roots, build our community, and feel like we're part of something, like, to be known, like at the produce, by the produce lady who I love.
Aren't you the people who buy watermelon? Yeah, I mean, but it is nice. You walk into the markets and people know you. You do feel like, where everybody knows your name eventually. I think that is really special, but
it's tricky. It's a tricky balance because we want to be exploring, but we also want to be here and be part of the community.
people want variety and they want security. I mean, this is a duality of being a human. This is just part of the deal. And we know that. So what we're trying to do is force ourselves, by just being aware of it, to not get too settled in anything, because we don't want to make this feel habitual or boring or whatever, and not to make it like vacation time, but to make it alive living time. That's what this is about. We're letting travel be what it's good at. Freedom, movement, unexpected pleasures, but we're trying to do that without letting it take on the role of being the one thing that fills our soul.
I think it's important.
Yeah, it is important. And we're not going to stop doing that, but you don't want to eat the same thing every day. So I think it's good to mix it up.
Going back to the US after spending quite a few months here brought a whole different level of clarity. I think spending time with our family, babysitting our grandkids, which was totally awesome, and being in familiar places again, we didn't know how that was going to feel. And in some ways it was great. And in other ways it kind of felt heavy.
It didn't feel better or worse, really. It was just different. Distance changed how certain things landed. You know, some moments felt deeply grounding and others felt heavier than they used to.
I think what stood out to me was that leaving didn't weaken our connection. It actually just sort of clarified it. We were definitely more intentional and more present, and I think had a lot more clarity around how we wanted to spend our time.
Sometimes I guess you have to step away to understand how you want to return, you know?
By the end of the year, things had started to settle, right? I think the brand newness wore off, which is normal, yeah. And we began kind of settling into more of a routine. I would not say it's a rut.
No, it's not a rut. We haven't let it get to be a rut. But the reality is, wherever you go, there you are. And the habit is to bring your good and your bad from your previous life, if you want to call it that, into this new one. So we are very conscious and conscientious about not doing that. But you also want to be able to let yourself really feel like home is home where you are. And that is happening now. And it's starting to feel like we belong here, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
I do too. This year was such a whirlwind, and I think we had so many experiences that were completely unexpected, and so many emotions and
Right.
feelings about our experiences that were completely unexpected.
Right.
And now it's, looking back at it, it's making us understand what we want more of, what we want less of, and how we want to approach the coming year.
Sometimes the most important thing a year can do is to show you what really matters.
Yeah, I think taking a look back at your year can really help you formulate what you want the next year to look like. It adds so much clarity.
Right. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe and come back soon. We'll see you then. Ciao.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Ciao. Hamana, 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 hamana.